Welcome to our deep dive into pricing strategies. Today, we'll explore how businesses set prices to achieve long-term success. First, let's define price. It is the amount paid by a customer for a good or service. Simple, right? But setting it is a complex art. A pricing strategy is a medium to long-term plan. This is different from a tactic, like a one-week flash sale. Price is critical because it directly affects both your total revenue and how customers perceive your brand. It acts as the link between the customer's demand and the producer's supply, communicating messages about quality. But how sensitive are customers to price? They usually balance the cost against quality, desire, and their own income. Higher quality products can command a price premium. If customers perceive it as better, they're often willing to pay more. Desire also plays a role. Emotional attachment or genuine need reduces price sensitivity. You'll pay more for what you really want. Income is the final constraint. When interest rates rise, mortgage holders become more price conscious and seek cheaper alternatives. Now let's look at strategies for new products, starting with price skimming. Skimming is used for innovative products with no competition. You set a high initial price to target early adopters. This helps recover development costs quickly. Think of the first DVD players in the UK, which launched at around £1,000. As sales slow or competitors arrive, the price is gradually lowered to reach more price-sensitive buyers. The advantages are high early margins and exclusivity. However, it can deter mainstream customers and attract rivals. The second strategy for new products is penetration pricing. Here you launch into a market with existing products. You set the price low to gain market share rapidly. Once established, the price is raised. High initial volumes help reduce average costs through economies of scale. It builds market share fast and discourages competition, but early margins are thin, and customers may dislike later price hikes. Now let's move to strategies for existing products, starting with cost-plus pricing. In cost-plus, the firm calculates the unit cost and adds a percentage markup. It virtually guarantees a profit. Step 1. Divide total cost by units produced to find the unit cost. Step 2. Add your desired markup. Let's look at an example. A manufacturer has £40,000 in fixed costs and £5 in variable costs per unit. They produce 20,000 units. Total cost is 40,000 plus 100,000, which equals £140,000. Divide that by 20,000 units, and your unit cost is £7. With a 200% markup, you add £14. The final selling price is £21. Clothing retailers often use a 100% markup, while grocers might use 25%. Mercedes-Benz uses cost plus for its sports cars, pricing based on their own costs and profit goals, largely ignoring rivals. Next is competitive pricing. This is common in markets dominated by powerful brands, where firms are price takers. When Branston Beans launched, they priced at 41 pence to compete with Heinz at 44 pence. Years later, both prices rose, but Branston remained slightly cheaper, still following the market leader's lead. Then there is predatory pricing. This involves setting prices so low that rivals are forced out of business. It requires the predator to be financially strong. Cadbury and Mars have used this aggressively in markets like India. Predatory pricing is illegal if intent can be proven, making it a risky, last resort strategy. Finally, psychological pricing. This plays on consumer barriers where a small increase feels disproportionately large. Supermarkets often price milk at 49 pence to avoid the 50 pence threshold, where demand might drop sharply. In the car market, £9,999 feels much cheaper than $10,499. What determines the right strategy? First, product differentiation. A unique product has more pricing freedom. Bounty chocolate is a great example. Its coconut filling differentiates it so strongly that it holds a defensible market position. Strength of brand is another factor. A feature can be copied, but a brand name cannot. Brands like Wrigley's or Pampers have such high market share they can use cost-plus pricing freely. Then there's the level of competition. In crowded markets, price becomes the most important factor for customers. Price elasticity of demand, or PED, summarizes these factors. Low PED means demand is unresponsive to price changes. A product with high PED faces competitive pricing as an inevitability, making high profit margins difficult to sustain. The stage in the product life cycle also matters. At launch, pricing must be carefully balanced to avoid deterring retailers. During growth, prices are held competitively. In maturity, they are raised to maximize profit. In the decline stage, price cuts can extend a product's life and maintain cash flow. Finally, consider costs. Revenue equals price times units sold. Every unit must cover its variable costs to be sustainable. Now, let's look at how social trends like online sales have changed pricing forever. Amazon used aggressive pricing to dominate. During Harry Potter launches, they cut prices by 50%, hurting independent shops. Price comparison sites also play a role. They make it easy for consumers to find the cheapest deal, but they have conflicts of interest. The best deal shown might be the one that pays the site the highest commission, not the one that's cheapest for you. As Philip Kotler noted, the internet has raised the importance of pricing among the 4 petaseconds of marketing. To evaluate, the key to successful pricing is alignment with your overall marketing strategy. Häagen-Dazs launched in the UK at double the price of its rivals. Many predicted failure, but it was a massive success. The high price matched its positioning as a luxury indulgence. Pricing too low can actually make consumers distrust quality. In summary, pricing is a dynamic decision that must reflect costs, competition, and consumer psychology. Whether you skim the market or penetrate it, your price tells a story about your brand. Remember to always consider the product life cycle and the impact of online trends on your strategy. That concludes our lesson on pricing strategies. Good luck with your business studies. Let's quickly recap the main strategies we've covered today. Skimming for innovation, penetration for market share, and cost plus for guaranteed profit. Competitive pricing for price takers, predatory for eliminating rivals, and psychological for consumer barriers. Always keep an eye on your PED and brand strength to ensure your price is sustainable. And don't forget the impact of the internet on how customers compare your prices. Pricing is one of the most critical decisions you will make in business. Choose wisely. Let's take a moment to look at the cost plus formula one more time. It's a foundational tool. Remember, total costs divided by units equals unit cost. Then add your percentage. This ensures that every sale contributes to your fixed costs and overall profit. Think about how these strategies apply to the products you use every day. Is your phone priced using skimming? Is your milk priced psychologically? Understanding these strategies helps you see the business world more clearly. We've seen how Amazon changed the game with aggressive online pricing, and how comparison sites can sometimes prioritize their own commissions. Always be a critical consumer and a strategic business thinker. Pricing is not just about numbers, it's about strategy, psychology, and the market. Let's finish by looking at the importance of brand strength one last time. A strong brand gives you the power to set your own price. Without it, you are at the mercy of the market and your competitors. So build your brand, understand your costs, and choose your pricing strategy carefully. This has been a comprehensive look at EdExcel A-Level Business, Section 1.3.3. Make sure to review your notes and practice the cost-plus calculations. Understanding the why behind a price is just as important as the what. We've covered a lot of ground today. from skimming to predatory pricing. Each has its place depending on the market and the product's life cycle. Keep practicing these concepts, and you'll be ready for your exams. Remember the Haagen-Dazs example, premium price for premium positioning, and the Amazon example, aggressive pricing to build dominance. Pricing is a powerful tool in the marketing mix. Use it wisely. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next lesson.